is sacred ground, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the OCCW studios in beautiful downtown Stanton, California, OCCW proudly presents the Royal Ramble. Joining us at the table tonight is OCCW Tag Team Champion Azrael. And now, here's your host, the man more exciting than a Battle Royale is. He's our guy. He's Jonathan Malice.
Yeah, thank you very much. They're getting much more creative as we go. Thank you.
Now this is a background I can appreciate. Like, look at this dark carnival going on back here.
Well,
this is something I would be comfortable with.
They've closed all the amusement parks in town, and Southern California, with the exception of maybe some spots in Orlando, this is the place for amusement parks. I mean, within 10 minutes of each other, you can hit 3 or 4 amusement parks.
I mean, they're telling me it's not safe to go outside. I can't go to amusement parks unless I put on a mask. Oh. So I went ahead and this weekend got myself this little item right here. It might be familiar to fans of the program and SoCal Wrestling over the last couple years, but this weekend we had a little scrimmage, a little tete-a-tete here at the De La O Jiu-Jitsu School.
And mind you.
You know what? The back door was open. You weren't here. Whose fault is that? You know what I mean? I take the fight wherever I go. And the Voodoo Master decided to get involved in my business, and I needed this fashionable mask so I can go outside with all the liberals.
A little bit. more on that.
I am the master of voodoo. I sacrificed an entire chicken for my immune system to be powerful against the coronavirus.
I don't know if that's copyright infringement. That might. Okay, all right. Without making a mockery of our peers in the business.
I love the voodoo and the hoodoo. The ladies love the voodoo, master.
Far be it from me to comment on someone's attire. I would just like to ask if you would please remove the mask and just kind of help me.
Look, I'm trying to avoid my child support payments. They cannot find me under the mask.
This is more disturbing than the Firefly Funhouse.
It got a hold of me.
I'm
not screwing around. Go to something else. Talk.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who have been under a rock, those of you around the OC scene, wrestling indie scene, you may or may not have heard about this September 19th here in beautiful Uptown Stanton, just the other side of that dark Ferris wheel there. Orange County Championship Wrestling makes its triumphant return to live action with Social Dystopia. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Social Dystopia. 5 exciting Orange County Championship Wrestling professional wrestling matches live here in beautiful Uptown Stanton. Like I said, we are on the other side of that Ferris wheel. You will see our good friend here, Azrael, as he attempts to. As he attempts to.
That thing's weird. Like, that had a hold of me there for a minute, man.
Well, let's do our best. Bullshit. Yes, let's do our best.
I don't mean to interrupt, gentlemen. Yes. There is a text. There is a message here in the chat for the show from Voodoo Master.
Oh yeah, what does it say?
Oh,
he ain't coming for his mask.
You ain't got the guts to come on down here, boy. We're gonna keyboard warrior at each other.
Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time someone told me they were on their way.
No, ain't nobody ever gonna come down in the studio to actually fight anybody. We've had this problem before.
You will see yours truly, Azrael, in action. All right. You will see Vito Fratelli against Jack Cartwright. That's right. Jack Cartwheel will be making his OCCW singles debut here at Social Dystopia. That's September 19th. He's going to be taking on the spaghetti bending madman Vito Fratelli in what should be just a knockdown, drag out battle for the ages. You will see Alexander Vega. You will see Helmuth. You will see Freddie Flores, and a host of others. And in our main event of the evening, the Orange County Championship Wrestling heavyweight title will be defended with its current champion, Gusten Thunder Uberstud, takes on the #1 contender by virtue of his victory at the Heartbreak City Rumble, the stalwart, the turncoat, the man who betrayed 1,000 fans. That's right, Mikey O'Shea, the Irish juggernaut. Your thoughts on that match?
I mean, I like this O'Shea. This is the version of O'Shea. I like violent, brutal O'Shea. O'Shea is doing whatever it takes. I don't like Raid Shadow Legends playing Mikey O'Shea. I like Mikey O'Shea is trying to win championships, not legendary orcs and gremlins and unicorns and whatever else it is that he's messing around with. I want him coming for championship gold.
The Mikey O'Shea that ruins really enticing softcore porn videos with his comments on video games. Is that what you're talking about?
That is rather disappointing. Like, I'm in the middle of watching that, and all of a sudden, Raid Shadow Legends!
Mikey O'Shea! Yeah. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
You know, he's good. He's ready to wreck people instead of wrecking orcs and dragons and whatnot. And we're gonna see him on the 19th versus Gusten Uberstud.
You know, and Mikey O'Shea has been working furiously this time. While many were sheltering in place, Mikey O'Shea was doing his best to get in to the best shape of his life. So you may see a new and improved Mikey O'Shea, which is scary because the old and standard Mikey O'Shea did his share of wrecking fools.
Round's a shape.
And breaking
he's always
tools.
been in shape. Round's a shape.
Okay.
You know, I mean, he's the juggernaut. He's got all that momentum and inertia behind him, and, you know, force equals mass times acceleration.
That's
so
right.
he don't got to move that fast.
So once again, that's Saturday, September 19th, here in beautiful Uptown Stanton. Orange County Championship Wrestling presents Social Dystopia, a wrestling event of new proportions. That's right. Tickets are $20. We have them on sale here at the dojo, or you can contact your favorite OCCW wrestler who is on the card, and he will be able to get those to you. This is outdoors. We are practicing social distancing protocols, right? Masks.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for everybody's mask. I'm not wearing a mask in the ring or whatever. You people need to wear a mask, but I don't, because I am into voodoo. And it's gonna be fine for me.
You know, much as I don't like seeing people being teased over the air or
you all wear your masks though.
Incited to commit acts of violence, I will say that, you know, I've known Voodoo Master for a while, and I've seen a lot of people try to take that mask from him. And, you know, luchadors, they don't take too kindly to their identity being stolen.
It's a big. I got his heart. If he had a soul before, I'm holding it right now. So you better be coming down to the 57 to the 405 to the 210 to hop on the one to get on the toll road. I'm gonna be long gone by 10 o'clock anyway. He ain't gonna make it here.
Yeah, you know what? Like I said, if we had a nickel for every time someone said they were gonna show up and fix the match.
That's ridiculous.
All right. The world of wrestling is starting to adjust to its new environs. How do you say it? Environs?
Environment, whatever you want to say.
As World Wrestling Entertainment, Impact Wrestling, and AEW has made adjustments, and now it seems that they have slipped into their new norm. They are becoming more comfortable with airing their product in this new age of COVID. Here with more information on said topics, we have the inimitable, world-traveled, intrepid, no longer hiding in his grandma's basement, Jack Bruce Davidson. Give it up for Jack Bruce. Hey. How you doing, JBD?
I'm doing well. Feeling very groovy today.
Yeah, you look like Dude Love, Jack Love.
Jack Dude Davidson.
Jack Dude Davidson.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I remember my parents' friends all had shirts and headbands just like that.
Oh yes, absolutely. That 70s show has invaded the Royal Ramble.
Remind me, I remember one time one of my mom's friends brought over this big thing of cookies, and giant thing of cookies. I was so excited. My mom said, "Don't eat any of those cookies. You're not allowed." I'm like, "What kind of kid doesn't eat big thing of cookies?" Well, sad to say, I should have listened to Mom that day.
Well, shoot. So on to our first story. The Rock and his family have tested positive for COVID-19. He released a statement on social media that he, his wife, and his youngest 2 children have tested positive. He should be okay though, because the mortality rate for COVID-19 is fairly low. But we wish
especially for very healthy people.
Exactly,
Sure. But let me ask you this: isn't Dwayne Johnson divorced from his wife? Mother of his children?
He got a new one. He got a new wife.
Oh, okay, and new children?
No, I think the children were there, but yeah,
okay.
New child.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but he should be fine. All 35,000 pancakes he eats on his cheat day will eat COVID right up.
Right,
Guess
right.
He hasn't been wearing his mask. If only he had a mask to wear everywhere
That thing
he went.
scares me.
You know, this thing is kind of freaky. It's got me in the eyes.
I feel like radiating heat off of it. On to our next story. So, Mr. Adam Cole. So this Tuesday on NXT, they had the Fatal 4-Way Iron Man match. And at the end, Adam Cole and Finn Balor tied at 2 falls apiece. So next Tuesday, they're going to be facing each other for the vacant NXT Championship. It was a really good match. They teased like a union between them because they both did the too sweet gesture, and but at the very end, at the last seconds, Adam Cole got a fall on Finn Balor. So yes, they hyped up an NXT champion only to push it to next week.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. And for our next Payback, yes.
Okay.
For our next story, it involves Payback. Roman Reigns has won the Universal Championship after late in the match, the main event. Braun Strowman and The Fiend were fighting, and Roman Reigns hadn't signed his contract for the match, so thus he wasn't in it. So he waited till the match started. He let The Fiend and Braun Strowman basically murder each other. Then they broke the ring for about the 12,000th time. Man, I hope WWE's, warranty
They're
on
really
the ring.
hooked on doing that. It's like we can't have a big match without screwing around with the ring in some kind. Cutting the canvas up, exposing the boards. We gotta
Having
take
it
down the
collapse.
ropes in some form or fashion. Like, and I could tell this one was like boom, and then boom, boom. We hit the button to make the deal happen.
Yep.
There's got to be a better way to destroy that ring.
Roman Reigns is a craven coward, by the way. How have you ever seen that? Where like you could have like a UFC fight and like I don't sign the contract until like the middle of the fight, and then somebody runs in and
Yep.
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
imagine? That's why they have it in a cage so that
Yeah.
doesn't happen.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense to me.
He's represented by the man formerly known as Paul E. Dangerously. You might
Paul Dangerly.
you might have heard of him. His name's Paul Heyman. But
Yeah.
And that's got to be his idea. I mean, Roman Reigns ain't smart enough to come up with that kind of plan. Like, that's got to be like a Paul Heyman stratagem.
I don't know.
Wait until they're both down and then sign the thing and get in there.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of the Roman Reigns Money in the Bank, not the Brock Lesnar one.
As I watched, and this, correct me if I'm wrong, or if you disagree, I was watching SmackDown, and I see Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, and Roman Reigns are in that three-way dance, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
All right. Now, is it just me? Do they all look alike and have the same name? It would be like back in the day if you had Hulk Hogan versus Bulk Rogan against,
Superstar
Who
Billy
would
Gunn.
Rogan.
Who looks the same?
Rogan's Heroes. They look the same and they
Who?
sound the same.
What guys look
Bray
the same?
Wyatt and Braun Strowman.
Bray is the evil clown, my friend.
Well,
He's wearing an evil mask and everything.
Yeah.
Well, okay, who's that host
like
of Firefly
Drew
Funhouse?
McIntyre and Seth
Bray Wyatt.
Rollins
That's
look kind
Bray
of
Wyatt.
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that the wrestlers all look oddly the
long
same?
black hair, yeah, but not the Fiend and Braun Strowman.
Well,
One of them
what about Bray Wyatt, though?
The
Not
other
the
guy.
Fiend, but Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Don't you think they have that same look?
Yeah, my friends and I had a
face, I
discussion
guess.
recently, and they said that the new prototype for wrestlers is having a long hair, a beard, and being super jacked,
Yeah, and a big gut,
and a big gut.
with the exception of Roman Reigns. I mean, I understand, like, wrestlers have always had a similar look. If you look back in the 80s, everyone had the Kerry Von Erich look, and all that. But this is odd. They also have the same names, very similar names,
Well, when they started it was Bray Wyatt and his whole family, and they all had the same look because they were a family.
Okay, but they're not.
And-
Evil Duck Dynasty.
Yeah. Basically, that was it. It was like a swamp Duck Dynasty kind of thing, and Braun was part of that. So Braun just kept it, and Bray kept it, but Bray usually hides it now under the Fiend mask. So
Yeah, so am I wrong, or do they all have? Is there like one or two looks?
I know
At
what you
least
mean. Like they've showed the picture before, where it's like small, medium, large. And it's like Drew McIntyre, Mustafa Ali, Seth Rollins. Like those guys, kind of similar, like with the long, like the black hair, and like I'm doing it like in front of my face or
Right.
whatever. I wouldn't say that Braun Strowman and the Fiend look the same, because one of them's like the little rotund fella,
Okay.
and then the other one's like 7 feet tall. Not a lot of people look like Braun Strowman.
No.
But like with the side shave and like the beard or whatever, like I mean, I'm not gonna criticize that as a look or anything.
Braun
But
Strowman actually goes by the shaved head now.
yeah, now he's totally bald, so he don't look like nobody else.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that was just something I saw, and they all seem to have the similar name.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
All right. Anyway,
And then-
that was my takeaway. One of my takeaways from watching SmackDown last week. Go ahead.
That's a fair takeaway. All right, so basically, speaking of Paul Heyman, guys, Brock Lesnar is officially a free agent. The WWE took his merch off the website, so it seems like that, Brock Lesnar might actually be going away this time. Because usually, this is like the 50,000th time that Brock Lesnar has went away, but them taking his merch off the website might be either a huge tease or it might be a signal that they're actually done with the part-timer.
Well, here's the thing, right? He no longer holds any cachet in the UFC. All right. I mean,
Dana White wants him to fight John Jones, though. They just put all right, John Jones versus Dana White. If both of them say yes.
Okay. Well, but he doesn't have any cachet with the fans. I mean, he's been beaten by all the top men. He's been beaten by the guy
who beat him. He lost to Frank Mir, and then Alistair Overeem hit him in his tummy.
Yes, and then
he's got the
who's the guy? The other guy that showed up on WWE TV looked terrible.
Cain Velasquez beat him. So he's 3-5.
He's got he's got a real. If records don't mean much, but what it is that no one no one thinks he can beat Steve Miocic. No one thinks he's going to be able to beat.
I don't know who Steve Miocic is.
Steve Miocic is the champion.
Okay, cool. But I mean, Brock Lesnar, more people know who that is. So that's gonna make some money.
Well,
like Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather in a boxing match, for God's sake.
Sure.
A fool and their money are quickly parted, and a lot of people paid $100.
Oh, I know they
thinking that was gonna.
My brother did that. I was like, dude, this is gonna be the worst $100 you've ever spent, including that trip to Adelita's down in TJ. But that's another story. I'll continue.
All right,
Well,
sure.
the problem is with Brock Lesnar, if I may. Yes, he's temporarily gone for WWE, but if Brock wants to continue wrestling, WWE will grab him back because they don't dare risk him going to AEW.
Who cares?
But do they have the funds for him with the?
He wants He's been making $9 million a year.
Yeah.
For what? For like a couple of pay-per-views a year, something like that?
I don't know. I think he's got 14 appearances that he's got to make a year, something like that. But his yearly was $9 million, so they got to get him to come down from that in some form or fashion. Maybe get him on a per appearance deal. That would make some kind of sense for them. They're a publicly traded company, so it's hard to justify paying $9 million, and then your number 2 highest paid talent is at $6 million. So he's about a $3 million gap between him and whoever's next.
Yeah. Well, it was John Cena. Now I imagine it would be probably one of the girls. No.
No, gods no. None of them are anywhere near the top 10. Stephanie McMahon is at 4 or something like that, but she has an executive position.
It's probably Drew McIntyre or...
no, it's probably Seth Rollins.
Or Seth, yeah, possibly.
All right,
Okay.
moving along.
And then for our next
That's a
news,
good point.
For our next news segment, we're going to take it to Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor has launched a 24/7 streaming network on the Stir channel, 2 hours on 357.
Oh, well, that's
it's a free streaming system.
It's free?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Okay.
I believe it's through your cable provider.
Okay.
The channel can vary. Basically, it's provided by the Sinclair Broadcast Group, who owns Ring of Honor.
Sure.
And they'll stream. And the prediction is that they're going to stream basically their biggest matches, like Steen versus Scorpio Sky and whatnot.
Okay.
Probably, I don't know if they can
Well,
show Bryan Danielson matches.
If
but
I may, Bryan Danielson, because but if Ring of Honor goes back 15 years as?
Real quick, Drew Masters is watching. Drew Masters, you be here Saturday at 1:30 so I can properly crucify you. You've been ducking me, Drew Masters. You've been hiding around town at these car meets and whatnot with the Fast and the Furious and the big spoilers and the neon undercarriages
Tokyo
and whatnot.
drifting and whatnot.
I'm going to get Fast and Furious on your face. You come here, you get here at 1:30. I'll be waiting here all day on Saturday. You get off of work at whatever time, but you hit the NOS and get yourself over here Saturday at 1:30.
What if he brings his tag team partner, Richie Valens?
Bring whoever you want.
Okay.
Bring
Richie Valens' brother Bob is coming with him.
Bring whoever. I don't care. Bring
I
Vin
watched the
Diesel.
Bob today.
Bring the rest of the whole cast of Fast and the Furious. Bring The Rock. Well, no, don't bring Dwayne Johnson anywhere near around here.
No,
Never
6
mind
feet,
about
6
that.
feet.
Hey, Dwayne, you stay at your house.
What about
Get
Vin
better.
Diesel?
Vin Diesel's fine, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And Ring of Honor, I think they're a little older than 15 years, aren't they? And somewhere
Ring
around
of Honor,
that.
maybe
20?
closer to 20?
Going to 20.
Closer
Yeah.
to 20.
So they have a lot of content, and they've been running, for a long time. They ran house shows and weekly shows and whatnot. So, you could really get a lot if you. My favorite thing to do with well, not so much with the WWE anymore, but if you watch the progression of these wrestling companies that have lingered for a long time, you'll see them, start, they'll grow, you'll see them shrink, you'll see them, the ones that have been around for a while, and it's very telling. You could learn a lot about wrestling and business from watching these shows.
Of course.
I like watching Evolve because it's like an independent with like some money to it, and they're on TV, and some of their venues are interesting. Like one time, like they're in a parking garage because if you like the best of Keith Lee, you watch the best of Drew McIntyre, and they're at some interesting looking venues. Like there's one where like I'm like, is this like a fight club of some kind? They are in some kind of parking garage.
Right. Or if you watch. What was I going to say? If you watch the progression of the NWA, you can see when it was. Yeah, that goes back 70-some years, right? If not more. And it will go, and you'll see it grow and shrink and grow and all but die, and then come back. And now, it's exciting stuff. So yeah, I would definitely like to see that Ring of Honor streaming if it goes that far back. If it's everything that they have, like the network, the
Don't
WWE.
they have the Fight app anyways? Like I can watch this on the Fight app now, can I?
Yeah, I believe so.
I don't really watch stuff.
But I
on
mean-
it.
I have the Fight
for
app.
that.
If you want to pay for Ring of Honor, you want to pay for TNA, you can see everything that's ever happened
Oh yeah.
in life.
I think the Fight App just has their weekly TV shows, though.
I can't go back into the
I don't think they
catalog.
have.
Okay.
I don't know.
I believe not.
I've been watching MLW for free. God
That's what I
bless
was gonna talk about.
MLW.
You know what? That MLW is really, really something. It's ironic that it's called Major League Wrestling when in reality it is probably one of the best minor league wrestling shows that there ever was. It's fantastic. Its TV show is Taut, T-A-U-T, and the matches are fantastic. And I hope nothing but the best for Major League Wrestling.
Of course.
You're a fan of Barrington Hughes, aren't you?
No, I'm not a fan of anyone. I mean, you're all right, but that's about it. I'm Bruce Springsteen,
Born in the
Magic
USA.
Johnson. That's about it. Billy Joe Armstrong,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Harrison Ford. Tito Santana.
and Captain America.
And Captain America. There you go. Anyway, go ahead.
All right, then to wrap up our news segment, Rick Drayson, bodybuilding and wrestling legend, has passed away at the age of 76.
Sad day.
He was admitted to the hospital for breathing and kidney problems, and he was set to get a knee replacement, and he ended up passing away. He was a bodybuilder. He was a major figure in Gold's Gym, I believe.
He was one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's contemporaries.
Of course. And then he was also a promoter for AWF.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, good luck and Godspeed to the soul of
He
Rick
also
Drayson.
was
Condolences
he
to
also
his
was a
family.
body double for the Incredible Hulk back in the 70s.
Lou
yeah.
Ferrigno, yeah. That was an interesting. That's an interesting show.
Of course. And then that wraps up my news segment for today.
All right. Well, I want to thank you, JBD. We know it's not easy traveling the world, bringing us all these news and notes from all four corners of the wrestling globe. So I want to tell you thank you.
Thank you.
And
Goodbye.
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 This was JBD,
And I'm all you need.
and he was all we needed. All right. Thank you, JBD. Once again, Saturday, September 19th, here in beautiful Uptown Stanton. Do not miss Social Dystopia. 8381 Cattell Avenue. We are outdoors. We are socially distant. We are providing masks. We are providing food. You're going to have to pay for it, however. And we are providing the best in independent professional
Masters
wrestling.
just out here providing masks to yours truly. God bless him. He must care about my health and safety a lot. I'm gonna be just fine on the 19th.
It's
I'm gonna
best.
be wearing that bad boy.
It's
It's a little weird. Though.
It's always best not to poke the dog, my friend.
He ain't coming. Nobody want none of this smoke. Nobody want none of this smoke.
None of this smoke.
Trying
All
to,
right.
catch the fade with me. I don't know, whatever they call it now.
I guess that's what they do call it. All right. Okay.
What do you got next?
Talk a little bit about this weekend and what you had going on.
Well,
Before we do, I'm sorry. Let's give a shout out to the people who are watching.
Yes. We got Jessica Skylandwa.
Fancy Nancy.
Of course, Mr. Voodoo Master's watching.
What?
Hey, you
If
can't.
he's watching,
you
he should
texting
be
and driving?
driving.
Are
Yeah.
you texting and driving? He's
probably
sitting on his couch. He's watching the show from wherever it is that he lives. He ain't driving. That's dangerous.
We got Tim Banks.
Tim Banks. You know what? Tim Banks is one of the new arrivals to wrestling class. Tim, we haven't seen you or your crew in the last week or two. Don't be a stranger. Hit us up. get yourself in here. We miss you. And I hope everything's going well out there in the middle of the desert where you've been hanging out, getting strong.
Ashley Hunter.
Ashley Hunter, prayers for you and your uncle. Hope to see you soon.
Mr. B.A. Marcus Frey is watching us.
Hey, BA's watching. Hey, get in your car in case. Hey, BA, get on over here in case Voodoo Master gets here to fight me. You know, because my darkness is greater than the Voodoo Master's darkness. Mine's real, by the way.
Professor Cholo is watching, and for those of you not in the know, Professor Cholo teaches a lucha class here on Tuesdays and Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. Right? He takes people through the lucha version of professional wrestling. For those of you who do not know Lil Cholo or Cholo Jr., he is now known as Professor Cholo around here, as he is running class along with Mariachi Loco. So be sure to check that out. In addition to our good friend,
we're here Wednesday at 7 and Saturday at 1:30. And I got a little bit of footage of last Saturday at 1:30 with some of the stars of OCCW. They're going to be here on the 19th. You mentioned Jack Cartwheel. Jack Cartwheel is a pretty good-looking young talent from Northern California.
Built like a brick shithouse. My God.
He is.
And he got even bigger and stronger during the shutdown.
He's been working out.
Looking good,
Mikey
Jack Cartwheel.
O'Shea.
Mikey O'Shea.
Gustin of the Uberstood people.
Dunder Uberstood, the current champ.
So let's go ahead and roll that beautiful bean footage.
I want to give a shout out to my girl. Hey,
here it is.
We got Isaac Molina also watching us.
Isaac Molina, where you at? No, go ahead. I'm Isaac Molina.
And
I hope to see you soon. Okay, here we go. We got the champ, Gustin Uberstein.
See, he hasn't defended the title in a while, so he's got to get past that 30-day stipulation.
So you're putting these matches together without my blessing.
Maybe a little.
And
I'm trying to make a little side money.
unlicensed.
Times are hard, man. I don't have an OnlyFans. I gotta do something for money.
Unlicensed referee calling the.
Look, that's a friend. That's one of their kids from the wrestling school class. That's one of my buddies. You know?
All right.
And he might be encouraged to count the way I tell him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if he's a friend of yours, then his integrity should never be called into question.
There you go. And
Cartwheel.
as is his namesake. Gotta lock up, tie up.
Gucci puts him down.
Cartwheel kind of look like a Chris Candido-ish look.
There you go.
Houston's pretty well versed in the submission grappling. His hair a little bit, but I'm not opposed to that kind of thing.
Well, you know, everyone's a little bit out of sorts. Looks like Jack Cartwheel got his foot on the bottom rope, but was able to pull through it.
He can cartwheel from pretty much anywhere, at any time, any place. Doesn't matter what you hit him. See, people think that he's all flash and no substance, but he's a good submission grappler. He's got him on the ground with the fundamentals. Houston knows what he's doing.
Oh, there you
Not
go.
all just silly.
Head scissors.
He's got some thighs on him. He can choke you out like
No,
that.
those thighs look like Jesus.
He does not skip the leg day.
No, it doesn't look like
There you go.
he's ever. It looks like every day is leg day for Jack Cartwheel.
Jack Cartwheel's working the side headlock. Goosey's trying to find his way back out of it. Goosey's been able to keep him down. Goosey's a little frustrated. Oh, he hit him.
Bill Chu has joined us, by the way.
Hey, Bill Chu, glad to hear your wife is doing better, and we wish you all the best and a speedy recovery for her. Goostin, oh, misses in the corner.
There you go.
A high shot to Goostin's head.
Another cartwheel.
Another cartwheel.
We should have a
There you
counter.
go.
Oh, fantastic.
Was that like
Right?
5 cartwheels so far this
Highly
match?
Yes.
athletic. Yeah.
It's Bulldog, you know, keeping it old school. Nothing's better than a Bulldog. Barry Windham used to have that. 2 and a 2 count.
Not enough pressure over the shoulders there.
Yeah, just kind of hooking the legs.
He's outweighed a little bit. I think Gustin's a little bit heavier. Looks a little bit bigger.
Yeah, Goostin's keeping in pretty good shape too, huh?
He's been working out. He's been here every Wednesday and every Saturday and a couple other days at NC, I'm pretty sure.
Big chop to the chest from Cartwheel. Walks the top rope.
Attaboy.
Arm drag into the
A little
corner.
bit of leverage on him. Get
Imagine
fired up.
Jack Cartwheel with a big crowd, huh? He'd be firing that crowd up right about now.
Dustin using the straight right hand. Forearm.
Arm to the jaw.
Oh, I like when he does this.
Heads up move by
Look out,
Cartwheel.
get out the way, get out the way. Oh, he got him with it.
Fantastic move.
I can do it. Oh!
A little too close to the ropes, too. I mean, in reality, Goosen didn't really need to kick out. Just put his foot on the
I
rope.
might have told him that if he won, he could be OCCW champion.
You did what?
I might not have explained to him that it wasn't necessarily legally signed.
And then you would have left me with.
I mean, I want to let him have it. Hey, look out! Right in the face.
Fantastic comeback from Goosen Uberstüd. Brings both feet to the mush of Jack Cartwheel and goes for a cover smartly.
1, 2, oh!
Those giant legs are going to be hard to hook and hold down. I'll tell you that right now. Drops the knee on the side of his jaw.
He's not going to kick out if he's unconscious. That's the way to
It's
fix
hard
him.
to kick out when you're unconscious. Okay, now getting a little bit dirty there. Uberstüd.
What, you missed? No, that was open hand. That was open hand. Look at this. Look at your fancy boy. Right here. This is your fancy boy. 2, 3.
Wrestling.
He's probably a little pent up. He hasn't gotten to wrestle anybody in a while. You know, he's mad about the gym being closed. You know, he's a
Well, it
personal
looks
trainer.
pretty open to me, you bastards. I hope you at least cleaned up after.
The weightlifting gym with the music
Chop.
and the smoothie bar, and like, how am I supposed to work out with ain't no mirrors in this place, man?
Well, just take selfies like apparently is the thing to do now in the gym.
Don't have a
And-
Stairmaster anywhere on this property.
No, but we actually have stairs if you want to run them.
Oh, you know what? I know.
Yeah.
Good idea, I guess. Oh, putting the weight right on his back.
Right into the subscapularis.
I ain't no doctor, but I'm pretty sure you made that up.
No, that's straight Gorilla Monsoon. I expected Lex to get that one.
Nothing but muscle there, but that can still hurt the hip.
Go.
There you go.
Go.
Forearm shots, peppering him, setting him up. Jack Cartwheel coming back. And denied. Oh,
German suplex from the German.
from the German, all the way
And-
from West Germany to East Germany.
What did
was.
that make? Any suplex he did, a German suplex?
That is a point that you made, technically speaking. Yeah, I guess to him it's just a suplex. I'm gonna ask him next time I see him.
I guess when he does a German suplex, it's just suplex.
What do they call that from where you're from? Suplex.
From Wessel, Germany.
I would imagine getting ready for the show on the 19th.
Working
there.
out somewhere.
Oh, he's trying for that other German suplex. Oh,
No.
a tight package. Oh no, into
1, 2. Oh.
Mr. Jack Cartwheel has joined us in the chat as well.
I mean, Jack's strong enough to hold him down with that. That could have been enough.
You know what?
Nice clothesline.
I got to give Jack Cartwheel a lot of credit. I mean, he's a relative newcomer to this business, and he's
He's
hanging
taking it to the champ. He's
Step-
staying with the champion.
step for step with Goosen Uberstüd, who's got more tricks in his bag than Heidi Fleiss.
Come on.
Yes, I'll get that.
Oh.
Another kick out.
Cartwheel getting angry, I can tell it.
Jack Cartwheel's in shape. He's got the cardio condition. He can stay with you. And Goosen Uberstüd, you know, I know what shape he's in. He's a fitness trainer the rest of the time.
They're getting a little slap happy here in the ring.
Getting down to the end of the gas tank, trying to reach down for a little bit more. Oh, into the buckle with the head. That'll take it out of you. That hurts real bad.
Hard into the corner, and a clothesline puts Jack Cartwheel on his behind.
Get out the way, Jack. Come on, Jack.
He's getting that taste in
No,
his
you don't
mouth.
want none of this,
Looks
Jack.
like it's almost time. It's
No.
yummy
Oh, man.
time. Oh my goodness.
That's just uncalled for.
Welcome to the wonderful world of independent wrestling, Mr. Cartwheel.
You stay 6 feet away at all times, wear masks, and then I get a butt in my face. Oh!
That's what.
Ow! That was an inch away.
You know what? You can't be. You know the kid's been taking it to you all match. You can't give a nonchalant cover like that. I don't care who you are.
Plus, if I was managing, I would say, you know, he's he doesn't have his eyes on this guy when he's like.
No, that's also true.
Exhaustion being a factor. Jack Cartwheel reaching down, peppering him, turning him into fried meat.
Right?
Ground beef. There we go.
Oh, tenderized.
Crossbody.
There you go. The ribs are broken now. We can't catch the breath. Hey, what
What
the
is
hell?
this?
Oh, he can't be bothered to be here at the beginning of training, you Roman Reigns looking son of a bitch.
Look, he looks like Assassin's Creed.
I invited him. Where was he?
Well, that explains how he knew.
He waited until till they were both down to take advantage. This could have been a triple threat match, you coward.
Get up, Houston! Get up, suck on this!
Oh man,
Plowed him in the
right in the
face with
head
his own
with
belt.
it.
Hey, Mikey O'Shea, I own that belt. You better not be running off with my belt.
He knows he's got a shot already on the 19th. He's already got it from the
That's
Battle
a
Royal
pretty
victory.
crappy way to do business, Mikey O'Shea. Oh, and he gets back into his mom's car and drives away.
And he gave him all the finger on the way out. I don't like what he's turning into.
Wow, that is...
What has happened to Mike?
What is wrong with Mikey O'Shea? Playing too much of that Raid Shadow Legends got him crazy.
Ah, man, you know what? He's become desensitized to violence like so many young men his age.
Oh, God, it's a sad story. But I can't believe that he jumped in on the middle. Yeah, that's disrespectful to Jack Cartwheel. Jack Cartwheel could have won that match. He deserves a rematch at some point because he could have had the champion. They were both down. It was anybody's ball game. You know, instead of Mikey O'Shea. This is like I'm watching something I really want to see, and then O'Shea comes up out of nowhere. Raid Shadow Legends!
Yeah.
This is what he
Yeah.
did, interrupting something that I want to watch with his nonsense.
Yeah, once again, as he is want to do. Well, so it looks like Gusten Uberstud will get his shot at revenge Saturday, September 19th, here in Robert's front yard.
What? No, it's terrible seeing you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Stanton, here in Stanton, Social Dystopia, 8381 Catella Avenue. Here in beautiful uptown Stanton, Social Dystopia, live professional wrestling brought to you by Orange County Championship Wrestling and the wrestlers therein. Tickets are $20. Make sure you get yours as we have a very limited number of seats. And this event, I promise you, will sell out, which would make 4 in a row for us.
And I heard that you had to wear a mask to be part of this event, so I went ahead and found somebody that has a mask, and I decided to make it become my mask. So let's go ahead and roll that footage.
What? You... Oh my
So,
goodness. What is this? Okay, now
in
look, the
comes the
real
Voodoo
owner.
Master.
You had a match with Voodoo Master. I haven't seen Voodoo Master in almost a year.
I can get a hold of him. I know how I sacrifice a chicken, I summon the dark spirit, and here he came.
Oh my goodness. Interesting to see him in the ring without his usual fan
Lock
club.
the knuckles. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed to lock knuckles with me, though.
Well, it looks like you're putting
I
it on
ain't trying
him.
to lock up with nobody. Oh, what? He's a slippery one. A little bit of that lucha libre that I heard tell of on Fridays. Ooh, kicked me right in the head. Let me go ahead and rethink my life. Wait, no!
What?
Ow! You know,
Oh, you guys are
I'm not gonna say he's gutsy. I mean, there was nobody in the building, nothing, but he's gonna take every risk in the book. Oh!
Looks like he might be getting the upper hand on you there, Az.
It caught me by surprise. I've been working out before this, you know?
Yeah.
I've been getting it in. Oh, you know, I'm crafty though, buddy. Choke him out right in front of everybody. Doesn't hurt to have a friend as a referee. See, if he's gonna go ahead and try to commit suicide, I'm gonna help him with it. And there he goes. I put him right down there on the floor, and pow, right in the back.
Well, it looks like you have the upper hand here.
I'm gonna talk plenty, Voodoo Master. Don't you worry. This is me putting a beating on him.
Hard to believe that Voodoo Master's going to show up for more of this.
You drill him right in the head. You know, you can't kick out when you're unconscious. Good luck to you. Gonna go ahead and practice this. It's been a while since I got to do this. Oh,
yeah!
Oh!
Drops an elbow.
Drop it on it.
Fantastic.
Come on.
Still got the moves, too.
I'm gonna teach him to count a little bit quicker.
I was going to say, how does the referee find himself so far out of place there?
We're gonna work on that, especially since my match in a be in position there.
Uber's dude watching the match.
Cracking him a couple times. Yep, nobody home, man.
And you still hit that.
He got me. He's good with his feet. I'll give it to him. He's got them educated feet. Too bad the rest of him isn't as well educated. You know,
Educated feet, I get it. Yeah.
I wonder what he looks like under the. This is what he would wear.
It looks like he's putting it on you there, Chief. Looks like you're going to sleep.
There's ropes right there, by the way. And here in America, we break on the rope.
Yeah.
Grabbing the ropes. Thank God. Oh, what?
You go to his eyes. It looks like you raked his eyes.
Nothing. It was the sun's probably in his eyes. There's a little glare there. What was that? Drilled him with the Russian leg sweep.
I hate to tell you this. There's a lot of people in the chat who are actually more on Voodoo's side in this particular situation.
Who are these people? Javier Hernandez. You be there on the 19th, Javier Hernandez.
Nice neighbor.
See, I'm gonna wear him out. I'm gonna grind him down. I'm gonna choke him out. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm heavier than him. I'm gonna lean on him. Oh!
Bringing those elbows to the midsection.
Okay,
Putting the heat on.
He got free. He's gonna.
Oh, reverse whip.
Oh, Jesus!
Flying back elbow off the second rope.
He's got some acrobatics to him. He's got some athleticism. He's been doing it the last couple years.
Oh! And you're still on your feet somehow.
I mean, them ropes are pretty helpful to keeping me standing.
That slap reminds me of.
That hurt really bad, by the way. I'm fair as skin. I don't appreciate that. Oh! Right. All right. That peppered me.
It looks like Voodoo's calling for a crowd that isn't there. Oh! And he drops his forehead on that middle turnbuckle, or that top turnbuckle.
And I threw him.
And the Irish suplex from the
Yeah, see?
Prince of Darkness.
Let's get to school. Nothing. You can't run around. You can't flip-flop and fly with no legs.
Fantastic use of the classic figure four leg lock made famous by the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
This reminds me of Ric Flair versus Eddie Guerrero. You do all that stuff that you're going to do, but I'm going to be waiting right here for you with the figure four. He's strong. He's got legs too. I got leverage.
You want to give up? You don't want this. You don't want all this. No.
Oh, he's trying to
No. Not yet. No. Not never. No. Give it up. You don't want this.
Can't run with no legs.
I'm explaining it to him. See, I'm a helper. Oh, damn it. No, damn it. Break the hold, Matt. Get him off me.
If you ever had that move reversed on you, it definitely hurts more when you turn it over.
Hey, time's out.
Hey,
time's out, bro.
What? You can't call timeout.
He doesn't seem to be aware of that. I didn't,
Royal Monsoon always said, there's no timeouts in the world of professional wrestling.
There you go. That'll teach you. And boom! Dropped him right on his head.
Beautiful looking day out. Oh, sliding.
Let him fall to his death. You know what? At this point, I'm pretty tired, and I'm willing to take a count out at this point.
1. More than enough. 2.
I figured he's unconscious on the floor, dead or whatever. It's fine.
Fair enough.
4.
But Voodoo Master's tough, you know. He's got it. He doesn't know the meaning of the word quit.
He don't know the meaning of a lot of words.
You're welcome for that one.
7. Come on, you gotta get back in the ring. 8. 9. Oh, he's in.
Oh, okay. Nice counting there, ref.
Oh my God!
Another.
He put that right on me.
Another super kick from Voodoo Master.
There you go. Laid right into me, he did. I'm a little out of it from the super kick. He might be able to. Nope. See, I get to the corners. I get to the ropes. I ain't trying to get pinned by nobody. Oh, he missed him. I missed him. Nice.
Missile drop kick.
that
big
dipped
knee.
my head
Flying
off.
knee, outstanding.
No, get up, stupid. That counted me down. We're going to have a talk. There's going to be a lot of push-ups at the next class.
Let me get this
assure
right.
you.
Let me get this right. Let me get this right.
Now, wait, hold on.
What is this?
Anthony Smith versus Alexander Rachik.
That doesn't look like Anthony. Oh, no.
See,
How did this go down?
I
And
snuck up on him after the in-between.
This looks like an episode of the old Batman series.
Can you play the
Take one match
audio?
from me, but I'll take your whole career.
Oh, well. So after the match, I snuck up behind him. I clocked him in the head. I hit one of my moves. I choked him with a towel that was laying nearby, and I got his mask off
I own
of
the
him.
voodoo mask.
So now
Well-
that mask is now my mask. He might have won the match, but I won the war, my friend. And I'm going to go ahead. Get all the way down here anyway. So you know what? Yeah, this thing is it's a little bit tight, and all of a sudden I feel like I am from the bayou, and I am ready.
Alright.
You know what? It's already like, let's go ahead and end this show. He ain't even gonna
Hold on,
make it. I gave him all night to make it, and he didn't make it down. You know what? Voodoo Master ain't nothing, and he knows he's nothing, and I'm gonna prove it to him again next time that I see him.
Before we go,
Oh, you know what? Voodoo Master don't want none of this.
before we wind this up, we have come to that portion of our show known as topics.
Okay.
All right? I guess. Topics where I will put a subject out there. Our esteemed panel, including Jack Bruce Davidson, will have 1 minute on which to comment on said topic. All right? We have only one topic for tonight as we are up against the clock. Just one. So when we are done with this topic...
I mean, I'm trying to get out of here, man.
Okay, all right,
Like-
okay. The topic is Thunderdome. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Thunderdome. Who wants to go first? All right, Jack Bruce Davidson, who is off camera, will be going first.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
All right. So my opinion on the Thunderdome is that I think it's pretty cool that they're keeping the fans involved. You know, we saw this with the NBA playoffs and whatnot. But in regards to like all the crap that's happening, like you heard about the people putting Chris Benoit on the screen and whatnot.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty.
Yeah, I feel in like the Klansman, which was pretty gross. I feel like those, like, as sad as it is, I feel like that's an inevitability with like internet, because security, if you're going to a live show at an arena or anywhere, security can easily, like pat you down and take that stuff away. But with the internet, you can like have it off the camera, and then like the second you sign in, you can just throw it right on. I do think that it's like it does have its pros and cons, but I think it's cool that the wrestling fans at least get to be involved with the show and live stream it. It is pretty amusing seeing certain people, like their off guard face, but overall it's a pleasant experience.
All right, there you go. So Jack Bruce Davidson gives a big thumbs up to Thunderdome. Next on this subject, we have the inimitable lexicon of lexicon. Oh, what is this? Wait, what are you doing?
Hey,
What's my man? What are you doing? Hey! What the? Hey, don't give away what we can sell. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Royal Ramble.